Looking at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Oladipo.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's White, and it's Felicio in at center. And for Indiana, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Warren in at the 3. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
White against Brogdon. Now the pass to Porter. Levine with it. Outside, White. Nice D from Sabonis. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. To the middle. Oladipo misses. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, Kevin, you gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. You said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Free throw good, Levine.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And so Levine nails both of them. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Porter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Felicio, and the shot is long. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Back to Warren. The shot comes out, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Now the feed to Levine. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Outside, Levine. Back to White. Here's Markkanen. Good work defensively by Turner.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside, White. Pass to Markkanen. Over Sabonis. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Brogdon. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Oladipo. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
Passes it to Felicio. Over Sabonis. Felicio with the bucket. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open, just comes up empty.
Thiem passes to Markkanen. Here's Felicio. Over Sabonis. Felicio with the bucket. And that ties it up. Now here's Oladipo. 23 points for him the last game against Portland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Warren, good.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
White with it. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Brogdon, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that 3-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brogdon's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
White the pass to Young. Banked in off the glass.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Now Brogdon. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Levine against Oladipo. Turner dishes to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's Chicago the other way.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
Free throw good, Levine.
And what we've seen recently from Zach LaVine is his willingness to embrace more responsibility. And that has helped him become one of the game's most prolific scorers.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for T.J. Warren. Lamb, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. And so Levine nails both of them.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Leaf. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at the Bucks. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Glides into that move, suspends in the air. Levine, nice.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
Greg, we know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it. We know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leaf. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Levine. And so he makes both from the line. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Here's Turner. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Turner finds Lamb. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. McDermott passes to McConnell. Shoots over Satoransky. A shot by McConnell, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Valentine. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Lamb with the ball. Now guarded by Valentine. And Lamb kicks to McConnell. And there's the pass to Turner. It's hauled in by Dunn. Chicago leading. Here's Valentine. Some solid defense there from Lamb. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Turner. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. Pass to Lamb. And Young comes over to help. Passes it to McConnell over Young. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Satoransky up top. He's covered by McConnell. They get it back. Now here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. Done outside. And again, no good by Chicago. And Indiana shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. And finished off by McDermott.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Holiday against Dunn. Inside, here's Satoransky. Over McConnell. Nails the baby hook. Satoransky's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Feeds it to Markkanen. Over McDermott. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist from Dunn.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's McConnell. Pass to McDermott. Offensive rebound. Leave kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Turnaround Jay. Here's Felicio. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Felicio's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lamb with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. From past the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out front, leading by just 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. McDermott is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. The shot by Harrison, no good. Indiana trailing here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
And he makes the first. Dora, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Chicago leading. Here's Harrison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. McConnell passes to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Connects from 3-point range. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
The pass to Valentine. Now here's Porter. He's covered closely. Markkanen trying to break loose. And that one's good by Porter.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Here's McConnell. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Leave kicks to Holiday. Overdone. Another miss by Holiday.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Valentine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know that Porter believes he belongs in this league. His efficiency and shooting the ball with confidence in the paint, that's nice.
Pacers trail by 5. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lamb against Markkanen. Porter with a block. Dunn right side. Here's Harrison. Here's Porter. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Zach LaVine's checked in for Valentine. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You take a look at Porter. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
And that one drops for him. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's McConnell. Chicago grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Markkanen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And the Pacers shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Now, here's McConnell. White covering. McDermott kicks to Leaf. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Clock at 6. Pass to McDermott. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, it's Levine. Launches it. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Levine. McDermott passes to Sabonis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Chicago. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, Indiana, 5 games behind.
And when I look at Indiana, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
Bulls have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
First free throw is good.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Leaf. Warren comes in for McDermott. Oladipo, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Young's checked in.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. Levine against Oladipo. Back to Turner. The dish to Oladipo. Over Levine. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls leading by 7. Porter passes to Young. Shoots over Turner. And Young with the basket on the assist by Porter. 6 points for Thaddeus Young.
You know, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Oladipo taking his time here. To end the cold streak. And too long on the shot.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's Porter. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. For 3, Levine got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
So for the Bulls, Felicio is checked in for Lauri Markkanen, and Satoransky is subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Brogdon outside. Passes to Warren. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Down low. And Young kicks to Felicio. Over Sabonis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Oladipo has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Oladipo. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
Well, this is the prototypical combo guard, Victor Oladipo. Very effective getting room to shoot off the dribble.
Young, right side. Shoots over Turner. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pacers trail by 10. And here is Brogdon. Pass to Warren. Lays it up off the glass. Warren's got 6.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
White dishes to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Oh, my goodness, a sensational athlete. Go ahead, Thaddeus Young.
Now Brogdon. And the pass to Sabonis. Kicks it to Warren. High post try, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Now here's White, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Pacers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Brogdon against White. To the paint. And Turner throws it down.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
And he recovers it. Young. The putback. Pass to Felicio. Satoransky with it. Missed it, even after all those chances. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Can't connect from short range. Chicago leading by 6. White finds Satoransky. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Brogdon. .124 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Oladipo, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And White kicks to Levine. Young inside. He's against Turner. Bucket is good. 12 points for Thaddeus Young.
This young man has got a well-deserved reputation for being selfless, and Thad Young making it about himself tonight, doing a nice job scoring.
Now here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. Pass to Warren. Fires high post, and he gets the jumper to drop. Warren's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
White against Brogdon. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to White from deep. Sinks the triple. He's got 7.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Satoransky against Oladipo. A 3-ball. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Thaddeus Young has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Taking a look at the Bulls. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Felicio in at the 5 down low. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Brogdon. Softly drops in the floater. Brogdon's got the first basket of the third quarter for Indiana.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for White. And here is Brogdon. The pass to Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. 5 to shoot. There's Sabonis. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Markkanen. The Bulls leading by 9. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And Oladipo kicks to Warren. With some arc. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And 12 points for T.J. Warren.
How about the delicate floater on display from T.J. Warren?
White dishes to Levine. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Porter against Oladipo. Shoots from the right block, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Pacers trail by 9. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Well, simply running an offense, probably the area where Zach can grow the most.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Brogdon against White. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Out to Turner. 6 to shoot. Brogdon outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside, Levine. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Here's Porter. Nice D from Warren.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
There's White. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Stolen by Markkanen. And Levine, here we go. And Porter putting it right back in. He's got 8.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Brogdon against White. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pass to Oladipo. Passes it to Sabonis. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porter. Chicago leading by 10. White the pass to Porter. Nice D from Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for the Pacers. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Outside, White. Tries from 10. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sabonis.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. TJ leaves, checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for TJ Warren. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Oladipo. And it's TJ McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Young's checked in for Felicio. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Chris Dunn's checked in for Levine. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for White. And Chicago has possession following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Yep, that one goes in there. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
Yeah, I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And here's Holiday after Chris Dunn made that last three-pointer. Turner against Markkanen. The shot by Turner, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Shoot two.
No good on the free throw. Lamb, he's jumped in for the Pacers. And he can't hit the second. Pacers trail by 11. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to McConnell. Here's Leaf. Dunn covering. Leaf kicks to McDermott. From outside, off the mark. The Bulls leading by 11. Dunn outside. Young left side. Shot left block. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago. Now McConnell. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Markkanen against Lamb. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
And Lamb drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Harrison scanning the floor. Now here's Valentine. Defense is right there. Inside. He kicks it to Young. It's over McDermott. Young's shot is off. Pacers trail by 11. Outside, Lamb. McDermott finds McConnell. And finished off by McDermott.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Young. The Pacers making the shot. Dunn, wide open. He fires. Young on the follow. Young's got 16 points.
The prototypical, I will do every piece of dirty work you have. Thad Young doing a nice job taking it off the window and scoring.
Now here's Lamb. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and good that time. Lamb's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Harrison following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Harrison passes to Dunn. Now here is Young. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen kicks to Harrison. Over McConnell. The shot by Harrison, no good. Pacers trail by 9. High arcing shot. Got a piece of it.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First one falls for him. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And the Bulls making a change also. Satoransky's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 11-point game. There's the pass to Turner. McConnell kicks to McDermott. Indiana moving it around. To the middle. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 6.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 5. Here's Markkanen. Almost, but it rolls out.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
Here's Satoransky following the basket by Doug McDermott. Outside, Markkanen. Stolen away. And here comes Leaf leading the fast break. Outside, Lamb. Dishes to Turner. Lamb against Dunn. Here's McConnell. Again, Indiana.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Young. Good on the 7-footer. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Now, here's McConnell. 8 points for him. Pass to Lamb. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Leaf. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
The free throw drops for Leaf. Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell. And a change for the Bulls. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. And so he's able to get one of two. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, we're talking about the 5th overall pick in 2016, done with exceptional two-way talent. Some pundits felt like he could have gone as high as number 3.
The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Oladipo with the ball. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pacers trail by 7. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Oladipo, the pass to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. Porter with the steal. And here's the break. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Indiana making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. And Indiana shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Satoransky against Brogdon. Passes it to Oladipo. They grab their own miss. Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Miles Turner consistently looking to shoot the basketball. He forces the defense to make an aggressive play.
He misses the free throw.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the second free throw, good. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Alicio, no good. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 6. And the shot by Warren, no good. The Bulls shooting well. They're at 45%. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. To the inside. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Warren. 10 points for Victor Oladipo.
You can see over time, Oladipo has so added to his offensive arsenal. You love to see the confidence with which he's playing.
Now here's Satoransky. Outside Levine. Clock at 6. Porter, no luck.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Satoransky. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, Porter finds Young. Shoots the 3, and Porter is good for 3. And the Bulls lead by 5.
You can see Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Warren. And there's the pass to Turner. 4 on the clock. That one off the back iron and out. The Bulls leading by 5. There's the feed to Young. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 6 assists in the game. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. On the wing, Levine. The 3. Nice D from Oladipo.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Down low. And Young with the stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Brogdon. Oladipo outside. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Satoransky the pass to Porter. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Sabonis. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Oladipo for 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Oladipo's got 7 now in this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Young. Here's Felicio. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Pacers trail by 3. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Five on the clock. Oladipo outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Turner, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 3. Young trying to break free, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
And he's good on the second.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
Brogdon against White. Pass to Oladipo. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And here's White. Porter looking it over. Outside Levine. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Warren running the floor all by himself.
Love how alert Oladipo is on the defensive end, using that impressive reach to mess with the passing lanes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
And the Bulls with another miss. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Oladipo misses.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And it's White missing. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Brogdon against White. Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 8 now on the night. Baseline J on the way. Felicio. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
White against Brogdon. Now here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at the 2018 All-Star season for Oladipo, Doris. What was the development in his game that you saw that took him to the next level?
I think probably the part that made him almost unguardable is his willingness to shoot threes off the dribble. That deep threat, that willingness to space the floor and use the dribble drive to enhance that is probably what put him over the edge.
And he comes up with the deuce. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Markkanen, the catch and shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Now here's Brogdon.
Well, skill is such an important part of today's game, and that suits Domantas Sabonis just fine. This guy has great hands, can pass, and can shoot with range.
Good on the second free throw. And the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas was born to play this game.
I think that translates, and you see it most often in his IQ on the floor. This is a young man that thinks the game at an extraordinarily high level, and he is as fundamentally sound a guy as you'll find in the NBA.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Oladipo's got 15 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Levine looking around. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Oladipo against Levine. No good there. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Here's White. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Now here's Levine. Back to White. Stolen by Brogdon. The three from Warren. Here's Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Miles Turner has the length and athleticism that should have the attention of the defense, guys.
He hits both from the stripe.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Bulls trail by 5. White looking around. Outside, Levine. Markkanen down low. Turner covering. Markkanen good. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Oladipo. From 10 feet out and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. White against Brogdon. Outside, White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Otto Porter with the big-time delivery, getting his team buckets in crucial moments.
So it's the Pacers now. They lead by 1. Levine against Oladipo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Sabonis trying to get open. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Porter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pacers shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. No one near him. Chicago grabs the miss. Levine's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nice D from Warren. Here's Brogdon. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. White drives in. Levine for 3. He can't get that one. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 1. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now Oladipo to the middle, stripped it away. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Levine with the ball, money.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by Levine.
A big time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Oladipo. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. From deep, off the mark. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.